I'd like to thank the good folks over at PCB Way for sponsoring this video. PCB Way is your one-stop shop offering a fully featured PCB prototyping service with low cost and fast turnaround times. Along with that, they also offer CNC machining, 3D printing, sheet metal fabrication, and injection molding, and many more services. PCB prototyping the fast and easy way. Thank you again, PCB Way, for sponsoring this video. All right, guys, so welcome back. So I started this build here for, here, let me get this turned around, for the Tom Stanton generator. And I've got all the parts done. I've got all the coils wound. I just have to glue them into the housing. Actually, it goes like this. Glue them into the housing. And then I got to wire everything around. And so a lot of times when I start a project like this, and I know it's going to be a long project, that is, there's going to be a lot of tedious work. Stuff that I don't really want to record or show you guys. I end up getting bored with it really quick. I'm still going to do it, but I end up getting bored. And I end up wanting to do a quicker project. So I started this guy. So this is the mount for a Ferris wheel. I have to find the, oh, here it is. Here's the Ferris wheel rotor. It's going to go something like that. And I've got the magnets for it, so I'm going to go ahead and get that all set up. I have a couple of things I need to 3D print. I have one thing I need to 3D print for the Tom Stanton generator. But I'm going to get this guy going because I can have something to play with while I'm still working on this. So stay tuned for that. Just recorded a whole bunch of stuff without having the sound on. I really got to fix that. Anyway, getting these N52s on here is a nightmare. If you're not careful, you can really get a nasty pinch. This bandage is not from that. I did it successfully without hurting myself. This is a heavy rotor. But what I wanted to do with this was, I wanted to do everything 3D printed. Everything except for the shaft and, of course, the bearings and the magnets. And what I also wanted to incorporate in this build was something from the past that I used to use a long time ago. You guys recognize those? Reed switches. Now in the past, like 15 years ago when I used them, they would burn out pretty quick. I don't know what these are rated for. It doesn't say on the pack, unless you guys know what CYT 1004 means. I can look it up, but I want to use just reed switches. No transistors, no nothing. Whoops. And I want to get this guy going. Normally what I do is I put bearings on both ends of the supports and then bearings on the rotor. But this time I'm just going to use the bearings on the rotor. Because I've got this guy. I'm going to put a couple of bars across there for more support. Come on, man. But yeah, let me get it set up. Stay tuned. All right, so I got it pretty much set. Nothing's ever easy though. Holy mackerel. So I'm waiting on two pieces here that I'm printing out for support pieces that go along the bottom here. But it's nice and true. Yeah, it's really nice and true. So like I said earlier, normally I put bearings on all four axes, but I'm not going to do that. See how long I can get to spin for. It's got a little wobble in it, but that's all right. All right. pardon me, guys. That was my wife telling me that she's taking off to go to a luncheon, and that could I walk the dog, and of course I can, but I got to get this done first. I also got to get the leaves out of the gutters because we're having a huge storm come in. All right, stay tuned. So my wife got me a press for Christmas. It was on my Christmas list. It's a V-bore. I think it's a 1 ton. I'm not sure. But it works pretty good. I actually needed it to put the bearings into that rotor. Yeah, it's a V-bore. I got to find a spot for it, though. It was pretty greasy when I got it, but it works well. It does what it's supposed to do. All right, stay tuned. So I had to, of course, just get it running using the JL94, just using one of... Whoa! Well, that was exciting. Nothing broke. Miracle. Yeah. I thought it would be okay just sitting on top of that coil like that. Obviously not. You guys got to see it. All right, let me redo the stand. Oh boy. Let me see what else is here. There's a ball bearing stuck here. I don't know where that came from. And there's something else over there. It was working really well. I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. I'm an idiot and I didn't brace it. So let me brace it and then I'll bring you guys back. Stay tuned. All right. So I had to first get it running using the JL94 circuit. And I have it sitting. Let's see if I can get this camera. I have it sitting on top of one of the coils. Not a very sturdy setup though, as you saw in the last thing. That's if I'm going to show it. Yeah, I'll show it. But it's running really well, just on one of the circuits, just on one half of the circuit. Getting really good output. Got a wobble going on though. I think I might have damaged the frame. That's not too bad. Let's see if it will run like that. Oh yeah, it will run like that. Huh. So it's just running off of the side of the coil. All right, I want to still set up the reed switch. It's actually running really well off to the side like that. That's one of the things with this JL90, with the Sky circuit. Once it's connected, once you've got the flux connected to the coil, you can move the coil pretty far away, probably about 30 centimeters away, and it'll still stay connected. You can see I'm getting really good output just on one half of the coil. All right, I have to rig up, or actually I got to try a couple more coils, and then I want to rig up the reed switch, so stay tuned. So this is another one of Sky's coils. I started winding them like him, and like I said, with this circuit, all you have to do is connect it like this. And it really gets going, and then it stays connected. Not as powerful, but it still works. I can even pull it back a little bit. Right, yeah, even there. Actually, I'm getting higher output the little further away I get. That's about 50 centimeters, 50 millimeters. All right, it's just lost connection. It made the connection there. You can really feel it there. It's about 10 millimeters. And I pull it back and the output light gets brighter. It's interesting. All right, let me start farting around with that circuit and get the reed switch going. Stay tuned. So I couldn't get the reed switch working. I couldn't find placement, and I think I have too many magnets on here for the reed switch. But this thing works great with the hall sensor. I have to hold the, well, I can put it down now. But yeah, it works great with this little hall circuit. Getting some really good output. I just jerry-rigged one of my lights onto it. And this coil's got an iron core in it. Yeah, it's picking up speed now. Yeah, so I've tried different circuits. I was going to try to put one of K Energy's optical circuits on it, but this thing doesn't spin. Normally all of my shafts spin, but I'd have to rig up something on the actual rotor itself. But I'm satisfied with the way this puppy's working. I'm really surprised that the coils will work like that, just sitting next to it. It even works like this, which is, that doesn't surprise me. You can hear it speeding up big time. And I have a pot on this circuit that I can adjust. Whoops. I overdid it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I was about to take it off and it started going in the opposite direction because the hall sensor went to the other side of the magnet, which is kind of weird. And it just started up by itself with this thing sitting just like that. I don't know if you can see that there. Yeah, I'm getting some pretty decent output. It's almost solid for me, flashing for you guys. Play with the pot a little bit. Here, let's see if we can get it really going. 12.1 volts. Looks like 300 milliamps. Interesting. All right, thanks. Ciao. So I wanted to get one more circuit. This is, I think this is K Energy's Bedini circuit, and it does work. I got to give it a really hard spin though, because it's too far from the, but it does catch it. You think I'd learn from the last time, right? And it does work if I go like that. You can hear it picking up. That's with an iron core in this bifilar coil. I wanted to get one more in there. Anyway, Thanks for watching, guys.